right, the winner of the Golden Bear at this year's Berlin Film Festival is Matty Diop's follow-up film Dahomey, which traces the historic repatriation of 26 royal treasures from France to Benin, simultaneously forging a speculative and political reflection on cultural heritage, collective memory, and the implications of restitution. Now, this one, Charles, is a really interesting film. It's a documentary. It's only about 65 minutes long, man, but it's all told from the point of view of a statue that has been stolen and is now on its way back to Benin to be returned among 26 other treasures or multiple treasures. But the narrator is the statue who goes by the name simply of 26. And in 26, we learn the story of the stolen pieces of art and the meaning, the cultural meaning behind it, the art, as the art is being taken from, I'm assuming it was France. Yeah, and
Hmm.
they're bringing it back to Benin. And it is a very reflective film, Charles. That plays like it's interesting if you think about watching a documentary where you're hearing a voice that represents a piece of art talking about being stolen, what it meant to be stolen, all everything that the tradition of the piece and the artists who created these pieces, and now what it means for those pieces to return. It's a very interesting concept of a documentary, yet a very effective one, Charles.
Hmm.
The sort of film that not only gives you something visual, like as you're watching it and you're looking at all of these different pieces, and they're packing the pieces, unpacking the pieces, bringing them back to Benin, where there's a ceremony that these pieces, like they're heralding the return of this art that's coming back to the to its homeland.
Right.
Very interesting to listen to the narrator, and I don't know who the voice that is the only speaking voice. Well, let me rephrase that. There are some parts where you have curators in the museum talking about, these are these pieces and we're turning these pieces back, but the whole overall story is told through the eyes of 26, who gives us a history lesson and a cultural lesson in what it means what it means to have just art returned back to the continent. And you could also take it as a person of color, of our stories of where we were ripped from our homeland, that it could be us in returning back to Africa. So I found this to be a really powerful documentary that I know that has distribution. And this would be one that I think really plays well, not just for, I would say, people of color, black people, but I think it plays well for black youth because I think it's a sort of story that I told you is the runtime is about 65 minutes and only a little over an hour. But I think they pack so much history into that hour that Dahomey is a really, really strong follow-up from Matty Diop, man.
Okay. Mackenzie Orcel does the voice. He's a Haitian writer who also did part of the script for the film.
See, that's why I like Charles Kirkland. You see how he's Johnny on the spot. He looked that up. That's what I'm talking about because teamwork makes the dream work. I'm giving the homie a B plus. I really, really found this to be very, very effective storytelling, and I love Matty Diop, man. Matty Diop has not made a bad film in my estimation yet. The homie is another feather in her cap. So congratulations to that sister, man.